you confirm kung meron na po ba talagang na-receive ang kampo ni Vic Sotto ng copy ng script and ano pong proof na meron po?
Si Direk Daryl Yap hindi po ipinagkakait o itinatago itong script na ito doon sa pamilya. In fact, even before he started shooting, he gave a copy of the script to one of the siblings of the petitioner. And he's actually a very known and prominent person. And pinadaan ito through an intermediary na kilala din nung kabilang grupo. Makadalawa o tatlong beses yun na tinanong ni Direk Daryl kung merong reaksyon, may feedback, baka meron silang gustong idagdag. No? And there was none. So, ang totoo po niyan ay wala talagang intensyon na saktan ni Direk Daryl yung pong kabilang grupo. He was very much willing to share the script, no, with the other side so that they can also make inputs or whatever. Hindi ko ibubunyag yung laman ng script, no? But you see that the intention really is for them to give their inputs, no? Baka meron nga silang gustong idagdag. So wala pong intent whatsoever to damage anybody's reputation or even to try to hurt the petitioner at all. And it is just so sad that these cases have to be filed because this was never the intention of Direk Daryl, no, na ito yung magiging resulta.
May receiving copy po ba, sir?
Meron kaming resibo. Hindi na namin kailangan na humingi pa ng receiving copy dahil yun naman pong intermediary ang nagsabi na nasa kanila na. And nakailang beses nga na tinanong kung ano ang reaksyon, ang sagot ay wala pa.
So this means kinonsult sila?
Well, there was an attempt to consult. Bottom line is that there is no intention to deceive, to hide, or to hurt. Wala yung actual malice, no? Walang mali siya. At lahat po nito ay really to, to give them an opportunity to respond kung kinakailangan. At that time, nung binigay yung script, hindi pa siya nagsushoot. And tinapos na lamang yung shoot, ito na lamang nun during the Christmas break, no? Kasi wala din namang feedback. So tuloy-tuloy lang. Nung Friday afternoon, naglabas sila ng isang motion for clarification na hindi nila binigyan ng kopya yung kabilang abogado. We feel very disrespected. It is very unbecoming, no, for mga co-lawyers to actually be doing something that is no different from a subterfuge. Parang tinago nila, no? It's very unfortunate that they would be doing something like this. At hindi ko ini-expect yan sa isang law office na kasing tanyag as itong law office na kalaban namin.
Sir, sorry, clarify ko lang. Hindi kasi ako yung nag-cover nung last time. So, unang-una nag-file sila ng habeas data.
Yes.
Tapos, the next day, 2 days later, yung cyber libel.
Yes.
Tapos, anong sumunod po?
Tapos nag-file na sila nung motion for clarification.
For clarification na.
Attorney, sa 15, anong oras po? If ever walang maging
8:30.
8:30.
There was, hopefully there's going to be action today or tomorrow. But even if there is no action on Wednesday, the hearing, that summary hearing that has been scheduled will push through. And then on the same hearing, before anything else, we will be reiterating a resolution to our triple motions. And hopefully the judge will act on any or all of them.
Attorney for
Triple, yung motion for gag order, yung motion for consolidation, and yung motion for cancellation.
yung gag order na una na po.
Yes, on Friday.
Friday ang gag order.
Pero since nauna siya, like, is it also 24 to 48 hours window bago decision like yung motion
Wala
like
naman, wala naman.
for the writ?
Kasi nga, kita nyo, kagaya nga yung writ of habeas data, well, yeah, it took the court. Kaya lang naman naging 48 hours yung pag-action ng korte, nag-issue ng order because ni-raffle pa yan eh. So, it gets filed, and there's going to be a raffling that's going to happen, tapos the records will be forwarded to the court, and then the court has the discretion to either decide it or probably set it aside for some later time, no? Depende dun sa kanyang appreciation of the petition itself. It must be noted, no, that when the court got the records of the petition for habeas data, hindi pa niya alam na merong i-file na criminal actions. Hindi pa niya alam. So that's why nag-issue si judge ng order. No, there's nothing wrong with what the judge did. Ha?
Kaya habeas data yung nilabas.
Yes, because the Supreme Court circular clearly says that upon receipt and upon evaluation of form and substance, then the writ will be granted and then mag-issue ng return. So, in other words, the judge really complied with everything that the Supreme Court circular provided.
Sir, attorney, can you enlighten us lang? Tatlo lang ba yung sa Pilipinas writs ngayon na nasa law, writ of habeas data, corpus,
Habeas,
tapos
habeas corpus, and
amparo?
habeas amparo. Yes.
Okay.
So, linawin ko lang yung timeline po. January 7, nagsampa silang habeas data.
Yes.
9 cyber libel.
Yes.
10 clarification.
Yes.
Tapos kayo, 10 din yung gag order.
Yes.
Motion for gag order po ba ang tawag doon?
Motion for issuance of gag order.
Sir, ito pong final niyo ay sa RTC branch 205.
205.
Yes.
Opo. So yun lang nalilinawin ko kasi iba yung final na complaint sa OCP siya.
Yes.
Pero since pinapa-consolidate nyo, dapat doon kayo mismo sa court na nag-handle nitong habeas data kahit na wala pang resolution itong sa OCP.
Correct. So we are asking for consolidation with the criminal action. So technically, what will happen is mapepending yung writ of habeas data na yan. Because i-resolve pa muna ng OCP whether magsasampa ng cyber libel o hindi.
So, sorry, what's OCP?
Office of the City Prosecutor.
Okay.
So, kasi hindi natin alam, baka mamaya i-dismiss eh. So kung ganon, edi paano na ngayon itong writ of habeas data? Walang korte. So, mapepending muna siya. It will have to wait.
Marere-raffle po ba yan? Di ganun po ba yan? Marere-raffle siya?
That's up to the petitioners on how to do it.
Okay.
Hindi ko sila tuturuan.
Ako. Akala ko kasi sir automatic na parang pagka ganoon, since may na-file sa 205, baka sa 205 na lahat, hindi pala ganun yun.
Hindi. Ang mangyayari nga would be hihintayin yung pagdesisyon ng OCP doon sa cyber libel complaints nila because that is again what the law says. Once that there is a criminal action, consolidated itong petition for writ of habeas data doon sa nangyayari na yun doon sa criminal side. Now, if it is dismissed, so para masasabi mo na in limbo ngayon itong petition for habeas data.
So, attorney, para namin ma-miss ko, pwede namin sabihin na Darius Yapcap filed for motion for immediate consolidation and motion to cancel the hearing before the RTC branch 205.
Yes, that's very accurate.
Tama po.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sir,
Alright.
pasensya na sir.
Ayoko na ulitin. Pagod na ako.
Sir, ano lang po, just concise explanation lang po. Bakit hindi libelous yung teaser video ni Daryl Yap nung The Rapist of Pepsi Paloma? And wala po bang mali dun sa title?
Okay, this is just a personal opinion, right? And this is our stand. There is no libel if it is truthful. Libel, the truth is a defense in libel. That is a statutory provision of the revised penal code. So if whatever came out in the teaser is truthful or can be based on truth, then it cannot be considered as libelous.
Ano po ba yung truth na pinaniniwalaan ni Daryl Yap, sir? Does he have evidence na totoong nangyari talaga yung rape ni Pepsi Paloma and na directly linked talaga si Bossing dun sa rape na yun?
Let's just take a look at the teaser. It is merely an accusation. Yun ay pahayag ng artista na gumanap bilang Pepsi Paloma at binanggit niya ito doon sa ibang artista na gumaganap ng ibang tao na pinagsabihan umano ni Pepsi Paloma nung panahon na yon. So it is not a categorical declaration of guilt, but one which is based on an accusation for which there has been a sworn statement issued.
Possible din ba sir na ma-libel yung gumagamit ng kumakalat di ba sa social media yung teaser na yan? Possible bang magbayad din sila?
Under RA 10591, tama yung pagkakabilang ko, meaning our anti-cyber law, law. all those who would post the same teaser can be liable for cyber libel. Every additional post is considered as another libel. That's correct. Pwede. Ngayon, hindi ko sinasabi na libelous. Pwede sampahan.
Pwede sampahan.
Sir, pwede po tayo mag-enlighten dun sa, kasi the last time yung sinabi po ni Bossing na no one ever approached him from the production side, lalong-lalo na si Daryl, na to reach out sa kanya para kunin yung side niya, para magbuo yung story nito movie. Wala daw nag-approach. So, nabanggit niyo po, sir, na naibigay yung script sa isang sibling, tama po ba? Sa isang sibling ni Bossing who is known as a senator. Sir, pwede po bang pa-expound on that?
I think what I stated is pretty clear as well, and you can already infer the facts from there. I do not need to enlighten you. What we are saying is that that script was something na hindi tinatago ni Direk Daryl. Wala siyang intensyon na itago ito at wala siyang intensyon na supilin ito para malaman yung kabilang pangkat. Inaalam ito, merong ibang nagparating nito sa kanila. 2-3 beses na hiningi ni Direk Daryl na magkaroon ng feedback, pero wala pong binigay na feedback. So lahat nito ay nangyari bago nung Pasko. Nagkaroon ng shooting during the Christmas break. So, you know, if there's going to be any accusation na there was no intent to reach out, I'm sorry, no? That statement is born out of, well, erroneous facts.
Sir, ano po yung exact, evidence na nag-reach out talaga si...
Meron kami resibo.
Oh.
I will not make any statements, no, that's not backed up by documents, no? We have the text conversations of Direk Daryl with the intermediary who said that nasa kanila na yung script. And nakailang beses na tinanong ni Direk Daryl, ano po reaksyon? Baka meron silang gustong idagdag.
Thank you po.
And again, may resibo kami.